Hi there. Today I want to talk to you about the why, the reason why you joined a program with me. Uh, let's be honest, most people start working with me because they want to lose weight. There there's a minority that start working with me because they have some health issues like prediabetes or thyroid or they're very fatigued. There are other things going around that once makes them want to work with me or work in their health towards their health. But most people start because they want to lose the weight. And they work on hormonal balance. We still end up working on everything, but the beginning is the weight loss. And here comes the reason for this conversation. I want you to have a minute to think about this and what is your reason for you to want to lose the weight? Oh, Karen, because I want to lose the weight. Yes. But when your reason to lose the weight is only because you want to look good, your odds of sticking to the program are low because it's at the end, it's a very vain um, goal, right? I want to look good. I want to feel good in my clothes again. I get all that. All that is okay. I'm not judging you, right? I am just challenging you to look for bigger reasons for this change because that's how you are going to make this happen and that's how you're going to keep the weight off. And this is what I mean. Why do you want to lose the weight? Well, I want to lose the weight because I want to be healthy. It's different than I want to look good. Because when I understand that the goal is to be healthy, that losing the weight is just a tool to achieve that. And there's not a major um, driver of a speed in the process. You know, getting healthier takes a long time. On the contrary, people that only concentrate on the weight loss target, they want it yesterday. They want it super quick. So they have a tendency to quit when they don't see results that are as fast as they want them. When you find a purpose for this process that is bigger than you or bigger than a vain outcome, everything becomes easier and you don't need to be super motivated every day to achieve it because the motivation long term is so big that you don't need the results on the scale on a daily basis. You don't need to see the weight loss every day to stay motivated. And here is what I mean with major goals. I want to be able to enjoy my retirement. Most Americans work all of their life just to retire when they are 50, 60. And sadly, they're not independent enough health wise to enjoy their retirement. They are under medications. Many of them don't have the cardiovascular function to go do a hike or do a trip or get on an airplane. So, why did you work all your life to retire for if you cannot enjoy retirement? So, that is a big goal. Big goal is for someone else that you love. I am an old mom. I had my daughter when I was 40. And one of the things that haunts me is that I don't want to be a burden to my daughter. If I let myself be unhealthy now, overweight, we know being obese or overweight is the biggest driver of cancer and metabolic diseases. So if I'm obese now or overweight now, I know for sure I am going to be a burden to my daughter. When she turns 30, I'm going to be 70 years old. She may have not even got married yet at 30. Or maybe she did, I don't know. Maybe she's having kids or she'll have kids at 40 like I did. And I want to be there for her. I want to be there to help her. I want to be there for my grandkids. And I don't want to be there in a wheelchair or in an assisted living facility and having them come visit. I want to be there playing at the playground, getting up and down and running with them, not on a wheelchair. That is a shocking major driver of motivation. And when you start seeing those type of goals, like it's all for love to someone else. It is not so much about me. When the goal is, oh, I want to look better, it is easy to give up to little things or temptations. Because if there's this cake today, I'm craving this, okay. I'm going to eat the cake and the donut and whatever it is that I'm craving because I've been overweight for all my life. Who cares if I'm overweight an extra day, right? You know, everyone loves you no matter if you're overweight or not. Your husband loves you no matter how much you weigh. Your kids love you no matter how much you weigh. So nothing really changes in your life if you don't lose the weight. That's why it's so easy to give up, to give in to temptation, because nothing really changes if you don't achieve this goal of looking good. It's only something, like it's only a war between you and your ego and your desire to look good versus your desire to eat the comfort food. And the comfort food is usually gonna win because losing the weight takes a long time. And this is the people that when I have them in my program, if they gain a pound or two, they get demotivated and they start breaking the diet and going back to their old nutrition habits because they're like, why am I doing all this effort if I'm not seeing any results? Results take time to come. Most people take around 3 months to really start losing the weight because the body takes time to adapt. So if your motivation is just the way you want to look, it is very easy for you to quit this program. So I want to challenge you to look for your real motivation, for your bigger driver, for something really big. I don't want anyone cleaning my ass, wiping my ass when I'm old. I want to be independent. I want to live by myself in my own house, be able to travel. Like I said, I don't want to be a burden for my daughter. I don't want her having to take care of a sick mom. I don't care about the scale. I only care about achieving that. And if you care about that, you're going to be doing all the right things. You're going to be working on your A1C. You're going to be working on being active. You're going to be doing so many things, eating better. Then the weight is just going to come. You don't need to concentrate on the weight, even though it can be one of your goals. I'm not saying I don't like looking good. Whoever knows me loves that I love looking good. But it is not what keeps me motivated. It adds up in the whole picture, maybe, but it's not the real thing. What keeps me motivated are major things. Another example, my husband is 7 years younger than me. I don't want to look like an old lady for him. That can be another motivation, you see? But they're usually bigger. They're usually out of love to something way bigger than how you look. Because how you look is, no one cares. And you know that. So think about it. And if you're starting this program and you cannot find another motivation other than how you look, I don't want to disappoint you, but you're probably going to fail. Because it is not easy. And it is not just a 1 month, 3 months, 1 year program. I tell everyone that this is like a 1 year program at least. But I want you to think of this. Once you achieve your weight loss, your desired weight, body weight, it doesn't stop there. It is not like, okay, now I'm a size 0 and now I can stop everything that I've been doing for a year. No, you're going to have to work on your nutrition for the rest of your life. It is not a 3 months program just to lose weight. And that's why people gain the weight back. Because they did not engage in the lifestyle change. What you need to pursue is the change within you, in your lifestyle, not the weight. I was talking to a client the other day and we were talking about this, and I asked her, do you clean your house? Yes, of course. Okay. Do you clean it on the weekends every day? How does it go? She's like, well, every day. And I may do deeper cleaning on the weekends, but I clean it every day. Okay. And once it is it clean, you don't clean it again? No, I clean it the next day again. Mm. Are you ever going to stop cleaning your house? No. You probably, if you get sick, you may go through a 1 week where you don't clean your house, right? She's like, yeah, sometimes that can happen. But then once you're good, you go back to cleaning your house, right? Or you leave it like that. No, I go back to cleaning my house. Okay. That's what health is. That's how weight management is. It's never gonna end. There is not a fix. Like, we're fixing this, you go back to whatever the weight you wanna be, and then you don't have to work on it ever again. It's all fixed. You can eat whatever you want and you're not gonna gain the weight. It doesn't work like that. You're gonna have to make sacrifices the rest of your life. You're gonna have to have intention on your nutrition, on eating healthy, on staying active, on not gaining the weight back the rest of your life. So if the goal is only the weight, you're going to miss that. What you need to have as a goal is to change something within you, to change your lifestyle. And you have to have the right conversation within you so you can fall in love with this new lifestyle. If you only have negative conversations about what we're doing, like, oh, this food that is all the healthy food, how boring. And I hate waking up early to go work out. If you feed the negative, this is not going to last. You're not going to make it. You need to find a way to fall in love with all the good. So start talking to yourself in a positive way, even if it's not true. I feel so good when I eat this healthy. I may not like waking up early, but I love how I feel after exercising. Find the positive. And within that, it also goes that people that are really committed towards health more than the weight, they see the small wins. They can acknowledge and say, maybe I'm not losing weight, but look, my A1C is in a better number. It's lower, so I'm healthier. My clothes fit better. I feel more energetic during the day. I don't feel that tired. I find myself making better food choices without trying. Instead of going for the chips, I'm grabbing something healthy. Like the other day, a friend told me she was grabbing an apple instead of the chips, and she was happy with that. Those are major wins. If you only concentrate if you're losing the half a pound a week or the 2 pounds a week or not, you're gonna get demotivated pretty quick. But if you concentrate on seeing your lifestyle changes, like, look, I go to the grocery store and I don't buy candy anymore, and it's not a big sacrifice. Or I used to grab a piece of bread and I would eat the whole loaf. Now I just eat a piece and I'm happy with it. Those are the wins that are gonna make this last forever. Because someday you're gonna be done with the program with me. We're gonna be done. Someday you're gonna achieve your goals and you're done. What's going to happen after that? If there was no other motivation. If there is no other motivation, you're going to go back to eating the way you were eating before and you're going to gain the weight back. Nothing changed. That's why people end up yo-yo dieting and losing the weight on and off and on and off. But if you understand the major goal, if you understand that you want to be active when you're 90, then you're going to keep doing this forever. You're going to keep cleaning the house forever. It's like the laundry. You do the laundry, you fold everything, you put it back in place, and once you've done with it, there's new dirty clothes that you need to wash. It's the same with the nutrition. And you may go on a vacation, and you don't clean the house when you are on a vacation, which means you go on a vacation and you eat more. That's okay. The house gets dirty, you gain a couple pounds, but then you go back to your normal cleaning, which would be going back to your normal eating, and you lose the weight and you stay consistent with your health achievements. If you're starting the program with me, please think about this. And if you're already during the program or about to finish, think about it because someday we are going to be done. And I want you to keep that weight off and to stay healthy. So find your major motivations and you're going to succeed. That was my 2 cents for the day.